Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Street Smart Secret Channel, your home for investment tips, financial freedom hacks, and wealth building strategies. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic: 12 things rich people spend money on and why. Because here's the truth: wealth isn't just about making money, it's about how you use it, how you protect it, and how you grow it. So before we get started, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and drop a comment below telling me what you would spend money on if you had unlimited wealth. Let's get into it. Luxury events and entertainment. When wealthy individuals attend VIP concerts, elite art auctions, charity galas, or prestigious races like the Formula One Grand Prix, it may look like simple entertainment. But beneath the glamour lies a deeper purpose. For the rich, these events are strategic environments where relationships are built, influence is displayed, and opportunities are quietly negotiated. Unlike ordinary social gatherings, elite events gather people who control significant resources: investors, CEOs, policymakers, and cultural leaders. The wealthy understand that proximity to power matters. Being present in these spaces increases the likelihood of meaningful introductions and future partnerships. A casual conversation at a gala can evolve into a business deal worth millions. There is also a powerful psychological element: status signaling. Humans naturally assess social hierarchies, and high-profile events act as stages where influence is subtly displayed. Attending exclusive venues communicates belonging to a certain tier of society. The wealthy know that reputation can be an asset. When people repeatedly see you in elite circles, it reinforces credibility and authority. Another reason the wealthy value such experiences is environmental inspiration. Surrounding themselves with ambitious, successful individuals creates an atmosphere that stimulates ideas and motivation. Many entrepreneurs reported that some of their most valuable insights came from conversations outside boardrooms, over dinner tables, art exhibitions, or charity events. Luxury events also provide access to cultural capital. Being knowledgeable about art, music, global sports, or philanthropy helps the wealthy move comfortably in influential circles. Cultural fluency strengthens relationships because shared interests create stronger social bonds. Finally, these gatherings reinforce lifestyle identity. Wealthy individuals often see money not just as purchasing power, but as a tool to design a rich and stimulating life. Experiences that combine entertainment, prestige, and strategic networking are seen as investments in both personal enjoyment and future opportunities. To outsiders, these events may appear extravagant, but from the perspective of the wealthy, they are strategic arenas where influence grows, connections deepen, and reputation compounds. In elite environments, access is currency, and luxury events are often where that currency is exchanged. 2. Fine art and collectibles. When wealthy collectors purchase fine art, vintage cars, rare watches, or historical artifacts, they are rarely thinking like ordinary consumers. To them, these items are not just decorative possessions, they are portable stores of wealth that blend financial strategy with cultural influence. Consider masterpieces by artists such as Pablo Picasso or Andy Warhol. Over time, many works by these artists have appreciated dramatically in value. Wealthy collectors understand that certain cultural assets behave similarly to investments like stocks or real estate. When demand for an artist rises and supply remains limited, prices can soar. In this sense, art becomes a long-term financial hedge. But appreciation is only one part of the psychology. Art ownership also signals cultural sophistication. Among elite circles, taste matters. Owning meaningful works of art demonstrates education, refinement, and a connection to history. It communicates that wealth is not just about money, but about understanding culture and aesthetics. There is also an important diversification strategy at play. Many wealthy investors allocate part of their portfolios to alternative assets, items whose value is not tightly correlated with traditional markets. Art, rare coins, classic cars, and historical collectibles often move independently from stocks or bonds. During times of financial volatility, these tangible assets can preserve value. Another psychological factor is scarcity. Humans instinctively value what is rare. When something exists in limited quantity, such as a unique painting or a vintage automobile, its exclusivity increases both emotional and financial appeal. For wealthy buyers, owning something that few others possess creates a sense of distinction. Art can also function as a legacy tool. Families sometimes pass collections down through generations, transforming them into cultural heirlooms. Museums and galleries may eventually display these pieces, tying a family name to artistic history. Furthermore, art collecting often creates access to influential social networks. Galleries, auctions, and museum boards attract wealthy patrons, investors, and cultural leaders. Being part of that ecosystem strengthens both business relationships and social standing. In essence, fine art and collectibles sit at the intersection of investment, identity, prestige, and legacy. They are objects that appreciate financially while simultaneously elevating the owner's cultural influence. For the wealthy, this dual value makes art one of the most fascinating and strategic places to allocate capital. 3. Exclusive travel experiences. For the wealthy, travel is rarely just about relaxation. While most people see vacations as temporary escapes, the rich often view travel as a way to expand perspective, build status, and create rare life experiences. Imagine private safaris in Africa, ultra-luxury resorts in the Maldives, or even the emerging frontier of space tourism led by companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin. These experiences are intentionally designed to be rare, immersive, and unforgettable. The wealthy pursue them not just for enjoyment, but because unique experiences signal a life lived beyond ordinary limits. Psychologically, this reflects a shift from ownership to experiences. Research consistently shows that people derive longer-lasting happiness from experiences than from material goods. Wealthy individuals understand this well. Instead of buying endless possessions, they often invest in moments that become stories, diving with rare marine life, trekking through remote landscapes, or attending exclusive global festivals. Exclusive travel also creates social distinction. When someone shares experiences that only a few people in the world have access to, it reinforces their perceived success and adventurous lifestyle. These stories become part of personal identity and social narrative. Another reason the rich value high-end travel is mental expansion. Exposure to new cultures, ideas, and environments can spark creativity and strategic thinking. Many entrepreneurs find inspiration while traveling because unfamiliar surroundings encourage fresh perspectives on problems and opportunities. There is also a networking element. Luxury travel experiences often attract other wealthy individuals, investors, innovators, artists, and leaders. A week spent at an elite resort can lead to conversations that eventually become partnerships or collaborations. Privacy and personalization are equally important. High-end travel offers tailored experiences, private guides, customized itineraries, and secluded accommodations. This level of control over time and environment allows wealthy travelers to enjoy their experiences without disruption. Ultimately, the wealthy see travel as an investment in life quality and personal narrative. Memories become emotional assets that cannot depreciate or be taken away by economic downturns. In a world where money can buy almost anything, truly rare experiences become one of the most meaningful forms of wealth. 4. High-end fashion and jewelry. Luxury fashion and jewelry may appear purely cosmetic, but among the wealthy they serve a deeper strategic role: personal branding. In elite environments, appearance communicates subtle messages about credibility, taste, and social position. Prestigious fashion houses like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Rolex have built reputations over decades, sometimes centuries. When someone wears these brands, they are tapping into that established narrative of quality, heritage, and success. The wealthy understand that clothing and accessories can instantly influence how others perceive them. Psychologically, humans make judgments in seconds. A well-tailored suit, a distinctive watch, or elegant jewelry can signal discipline, attention to detail, and financial capability. In high-stakes environments such as business negotiations or investment meetings, first impressions matter immensely. Luxury items also function as symbols of achievement. For entrepreneurs or investors who spent years building their wealth, wearing high-end fashion can represent the visible reward of their efforts. It becomes part of their story, proof that their strategies and risks paid off. However, the wealthy often approach fashion differently from ordinary consumers. Instead of chasing trends, they tend to invest in timeless pieces. Classic designs maintain value and relevance for decades. Some luxury watches and rare jewelry pieces even appreciate in value, making them both aesthetic and financial assets. Another psychological element is confidence. When individuals feel well presented, their posture, communication, and self-assurance often improve. The wealthy understand that confidence can influence negotiations, leadership, and public perception. Luxury fashion also plays a role in social signaling. In elite circles, subtle cues like the craftsmanship of a watch or the cut of a suit communicate belonging to a certain tier of society. These signals help people recognize shared economic and cultural backgrounds. Ultimately, the rich view fashion and jewelry not merely as decoration, but as tools that enhance reputation, influence perception, and reinforce identity. In environments where relationships and impressions shape opportunity, personal presentation becomes an asset worth investing in. 5. Education and personal development. One of the most consistent spending patterns among wealthy families is their heavy investment in education and intellectual development. From elite universities like Harvard University and Stanford University to private tutors, executive programs, and mentorship networks, the wealthy dedicate significant resources to learning. The psychology behind this is rooted in a simple belief: knowledge compounds just like money. Skills, expertise, and strategic thinking generate opportunities that can produce income for decades. Wealthy individuals often see education not as an expense, but as one of the highest return investments available. Elite education also provides access to powerful networks. Universities with strong reputations often attract ambitious, talented individuals from around the world. Students build friendships that later become professional partnerships. Future CEOs, investors, and policymakers frequently meet in these environments, creating networks that shape industries for years. Another key factor is generational advantage. Wealthy families understand that maintaining prosperity requires preparing the next generation to manage and expand resources. Education equips children with the analytical skills and discipline necessary to sustain wealth rather than lose it. Personal development extends beyond formal schooling. Many wealthy individuals invest in leadership coaching, specialized courses, and intellectual retreats. They continuously refine skills such as negotiation, strategic planning, and communication. There is also a psychological emphasis on curiosity and adaptability. In a rapidly changing world, knowledge quickly becomes outdated. By prioritizing learning, wealthy individuals remain flexible and prepared to adapt to new industries, technologies, and economic shifts. Another benefit is education builds the intellectual foundation required to make complex financial and business decisions. When someone deeply understands markets, technology, or global economics, they can act with clarity rather than hesitation. Ultimately, the wealthy recognize that money alone does not create lasting prosperity. Knowledge, discipline, and perspective are what allow wealth to grow across generations. By investing heavily in education and personal development, they are essentially investing in the long-term capability to create and manage opportunity. 6. Health and wellness. Wealthy individuals often spend heavily on health, wellness, and longevity. At first glance, private doctors, personal trainers, nutritionists, and luxury wellness retreats may seem like extravagant indulgences. But in the mindset of the wealthy, these expenses are not luxuries. They are strategic investments in life itself. The rich understand something many people overlook. Money has no value if you are too unhealthy to enjoy it. Time, energy, and physical vitality are the real currencies of a fulfilling life. When you have the financial resources to protect and optimize your health, it becomes one of the smartest places to invest. This explains why many wealthy individuals hire personal trainers, private chefs, sleep specialists, and health consultants. These professionals help them maintain peak physical and mental performance. For entrepreneurs, executives, and investors who operate under intense pressure, maintaining focus and stamina is critical. There is also the psychology of longevity thinking. Wealthy people tend to think in decades rather than years. They are interested in extending their productive and enjoyable years of life. This has fueled the rise of cutting-edge longevity research institutions such as Mayo Clinic and innovative health research environments like Cleveland Clinic that attract affluent clients seeking advanced preventative care. Preventive care is another major reason for these investments. Regular advanced screenings, genetic testing, and personalized health plans help identify potential issues before they become serious. Instead of reacting to illness, wealthy individuals focus on preventing it entirely. Mental health also plays a role. Stress, anxiety, and burnout can destroy both quality of life and business performance. Many wealthy individuals therefore invest in therapy, meditation programs, wellness retreats, and mindfulness coaching to maintain emotional balance. The psychology here is clear. Health protects everything else. Wealth, businesses, family time, and personal goals all depend on physical and mental well-being. By investing heavily in wellness, the wealthy are essentially protecting their most valuable asset, their ability to live, think, create, and enjoy life. To them, spending money on health is not consumption. It is preservation of the very foundation that makes success possible. 7. Philanthropy and charity. When wealthy individuals donate to charitable causes, scholarships, hospitals, or global initiatives, the motivations are often more complex than simple generosity. Philanthropy combines compassion with strategy, legacy building, and long-term influence. Many wealthy people believe that success comes with responsibility. Once basic financial security is achieved, the question shifts from "how do I make more money?" to "what impact will my wealth have on the world?" This mindset has shaped the philanthropic work of figures such as Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. Large-scale donations often support education, medical research, poverty reduction, and environmental protection. But beyond helping society, philanthropy also creates reputation capital. Being known as someone who contributes to the public good enhances trust and credibility. In many elite circles, generosity is seen as a sign of leadership. Supporting important causes can strengthen relationships with governments, institutions, and communities. Philanthropy therefore becomes a form of social influence. Another psychological motivation is legacy. Wealthy individuals often want their names attached to meaningful contributions that last beyond their lifetime. Universities, hospitals, and foundations frequently carry the names of major donors, ensuring that their impact is remembered for generations. There are also strategic financial aspects. Donations can provide tax advantages and help structure wealth more efficiently. However, for many donors, the primary motivation is not tax savings, but the ability to shape the future. Philanthropy also provides emotional fulfillment. After years of intense work building wealth, giving back offers a sense of purpose that money alone cannot provide. Helping others, funding innovation, or supporting education can create deep personal satisfaction. In essence, charitable giving allows the wealthy to transform financial success into lasting influence and meaningful impact. It turns wealth from a private achievement into a public contribution, one that can improve lives and shape society long after the money is spent. 8. Real estate. Real estate has long been one of the favorite investments of the wealthy. From luxury homes in major cities to commercial properties and vacation estates, property ownership plays a central role in how the rich preserve and grow their wealth. The psychology behind this preference is rooted in tangibility and stability. Unlike stocks or digital assets, real estate is something you can see and physically own. Land and buildings provide a sense of security because they represent real, enduring assets. Historically, property values have tended to rise over time, especially in desirable locations such as New York City, London, and Dubai. Wealthy investors understand that population growth and urban development naturally increase demand for property. Real estate also produces multiple streams of financial benefit. Rental income generates consistent cash flow, while property appreciation builds long-term wealth. In many cases, property can also be leveraged, meaning investors can borrow against its value to fund other investments. Another psychological factor is control. Stock markets can be volatile and influenced by countless external forces. With real estate, owners often have more influence over the value of their asset. Renovations, development, and improved management can increase property worth. Property ownership also provides lifestyle advantages. Many wealthy individuals own homes in multiple locations, urban residences, vacation retreats, or countryside estates. These properties allow them to design environments that suit both work and leisure. Real estate also acts as a hedge against inflation. As the cost of living rises, property values and rents often rise as well, helping protect purchasing power. Ultimately, wealthy investors view real estate as a cornerstone of financial strategy. It combines stability, income generation, long-term appreciation, and lifestyle benefits. For them, property is more than shelter. It is a powerful engine of wealth preservation and growth. 9. Business ventures and startups. Many wealthy individuals allocate part of their capital to startups and emerging businesses. This type of investment involves higher risk, but it also offers the possibility of extraordinary returns. The psychology here is based on calculated risk-taking. Wealthy investors understand that innovation drives economic growth. By supporting new ideas, technologies, and entrepreneurs, they position themselves at the forefront of future industries. This is the foundation of venture capital. Investors fund early-stage companies that have the potential to scale rapidly. Companies such as Uber and Airbnb began as risky startups before becoming global giants. The wealthy approach these investments strategically. Instead of putting all their money into one idea, they diversify across multiple ventures. Even if several investments fail, one successful company can generate returns large enough to offset the losses. Another psychological factor is influence. Investing in startups allows wealthy individuals to participate directly in innovation. They may provide guidance, connections, or strategic advice to founders. For entrepreneurs who have already built successful companies, startup investing is also intellectually stimulating. It keeps them connected to new technologies, emerging markets, and creative thinkers. There is also the appeal of impact. Supporting innovative companies can shape entire industries and improve lives. Investors often take pride in helping bring transformative ideas to the world. Ultimately, startup investing reflects the mindset that created wealth in the first place: vision, courage, and a willingness to bet on the future. 10. Memberships and networking clubs. To many people, country clubs, private societies, and exclusive business organizations might appear to be simply places for recreation. But for the wealthy, these memberships are strategic gateways to influential networks. Elite clubs often bring together executives, investors, entrepreneurs, and political leaders in relaxed social settings. These environments encourage conversations that might never happen in formal business meetings. Organizations such as the World Economic Forum or historic institutions like the Soho House illustrate how influential networks can shape global conversations and partnerships. The psychology behind these memberships is simple. Relationships multiply opportunity. Deals, investments, partnerships, and career opportunities often emerge from personal connections rather than cold introductions. When people meet repeatedly in trusted environments, relationships deepen. Trust makes collaboration easier, and collaboration creates wealth. These clubs also function as filters. Because membership is selective, participants know they are interacting with individuals who have achieved a certain level of success or influence. For the wealthy, the value of these memberships lies not in the golf courses or luxury lounges, but in access to people who shape industries and economies. 11. Legacy planning. For wealthy families, money is not just about present enjoyment. It is about long-term continuity. Legacy planning ensures that wealth survives across generations. This process often involves estate planning, trusts, and specialized financial management structures such as family offices. Prominent financial institutions like JPMorgan Chase frequently provide these services to high-net-worth families. The psychology behind legacy planning is rooted in responsibility and foresight. Wealthy individuals recognize that without careful planning, fortunes can disappear within a few generations. Trust structures help protect assets from excessive taxation, legal disputes, and poor financial decisions. They also ensure that family values, such as philanthropy or entrepreneurship, are passed down along with wealth. Legacy planning also includes mentoring the next generation. Wealthy parents often teach their children financial literacy, discipline, and strategic thinking to prepare them for future responsibilities. Ultimately, legacy planning reflects a mindset that looks far beyond the present moment. 12. Security and privacy. As wealth increases, so does visibility and sometimes vulnerability. This is why many wealthy individuals invest heavily in security and privacy. High net worth individuals often hire professional security teams, install advanced surveillance systems, and live in protected communities. In major cities like Los Angeles and London, gated estates and private security services are common among affluent residents. The psychology here is rooted in risk management. When someone controls significant financial assets or operates influential businesses, protecting family and property becomes a top priority. Privacy is equally valuable. Wealthy individuals often prefer to keep personal and financial matters confidential. This helps prevent unwanted attention, security threats, or business disadvantages. Digital security is another major concern. With cybercrime increasing globally, wealthy individuals frequently invest in encrypted communication systems, cybersecurity experts, and secure financial platforms. Beyond safety, privacy also preserves peace of mind. The ability to live without constant intrusion allows wealthy individuals to focus on their families, businesses, and personal goals. Ultimately, security spending reflects a simple principle. Protecting what you have built is just as important as building it in the first place. Notice something? Rich people don't just spend for pleasure, they spend strategically. Every purchase either preserves wealth, enhances lifestyle, or builds influence and longevity. That's the mindset shift. Money isn't just for spending, it's for positioning. And there you have it. 12 things rich people spend money on and why. Now I want to hear from you. If you had unlimited wealth, which of these would you prioritize? Real estate? Health? Maybe philanthropy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love reading your ideas. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Street Smart Secret for more financial freedom hacks and wealth-building strategies, and share this video with someone who dreams of building wealth the smart way. Until next time, stay smart, stay sharp, and remember, money isn't just about spending, it's about making it work for you.